So Neale, in your summary of the 25 teachings of Conversations with God, you say that there's no such thing as lack of resources and there's no such thing as failure. But on a really practical level, what advice would you give to someone who's going through a life meltdown right now? Maybe they're about to go bankrupt, maybe they're divorcing, maybe their life is in tatters. I mean, how do they apply those ideals into a real life situation where they just at the end of, in despair, you know?
The tool I would offer is gratitude. Fall to your knees and say, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for this bankruptcy. Thank you, God, for losing this opportunity. Thank you, God, for my relationship crumbling. Thank you, God, for whatever is befalling me that I consider to be horrible and not okay. Thank you, God. Gratitude allows us to shift the energy of our experience from one of resistance, from saying, I don't want this to happen, I don't want this to happen, to one of acceptance, saying, you know what, I know who I really am. My true identity is that I am an individuation of divinity, and nothing can be occurring to me that is not at some higher level for my own highest and best evolutionary good. And I know that many, many people, I've talked to many people, thousands of people around the world now on this subject, and I've asked my audiences everywhere, how many of you have had an experience which you experienced as the worst development that could ever occur in your life? Absolutely, you can't even imagine this is happening to you. Only to find out 4 months or 6 months or 2 years later that it was one of the best things that ever happened to you. Have you ever had that experience? And every hand in the auditorium goes up. Not a few, not one or two, every hand in the audience goes up.